Hey everyone, welcome again. Today, as you can see, we're having a standing meditation. It's slightly different feelings, different sensations because we're putting all the pressure on the feet. So make sure you take off your shoes if you have them on. Socks are fine, but shoes can make it a little less easy to feel when you're balancing on your feet. If you don't want to do this one, you can just sit down. Okay, so we can do this one sitting down as well if you want. Otherwise, let's stand up and let's go. Okay, so first of all, make sure you have a place where you can stand just on the floor. I think that it's easy if the floor is a little bit harder because the balance is easier. When the floor is very soft, if you have a very thick rug, it can be a little bit out of balance, but you're very free to do it in your own way. You can close your eyes. Again, if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just keep the gaze soft. Look to the floor, or maybe if you have a sight out of the window, that you don't get distracted. And try to place your feet a little bit apart, not too far, hip distance or a little bit wider. Just make sure that you feel very grounded, that you feel in balance, and you don't feel that it's going to take you a lot of effort to stand up. And try to feel how you're standing, okay? Take your time. And you can just sway a little bit if you want, from left to right, just slightly. Bring more weight onto the left foot, a little bit more weight onto the right foot. Just find that balance between left and right. And you can do the same thing going backwards and forwards. So you can slowly sway backwards and forwards. Don't make it a very big motion, just softly feeling the different pressure points on your feet. And if you're very bold today, you can even make circles. Just slowly circle both ways if you want to, until you find that spot exactly in the middle. You can pull up your toes if you want to, and slowly release all your toes back onto the floor. Try to relax them, okay? So you don't have to hold on to the floor, you don't have to hold on to gravity, okay? I promise you it will still be there even if you can just put your feet on the ground completely relaxed. Try to find that balancing point exactly in the middle. And don't lock your knees, okay? If you have the tendency to overstretch your knees, so your knees go a little bit more to the back, bend your knees slightly. Not too much, just a little bit. Then your muscles are going to work, otherwise your joints are going to have to take on all the pressure. And the same goes with the hips. Okay, so you can feel for yourself if you are having a very hollow back, so your hips are going all the way back. You have a hollow back, it's a little bit painful sometimes for the lower back. Try to tilt the pelvis slightly. So the navel comes up a little bit up and backwards, and the tailbone goes down. Okay, that way the lower back is straight and a lot less strained, okay? And you work the belly muscles a little bit. Again, don't struggle in this, okay? It's not about to be a very tough pose. It's supposed to be actually very relaxing, using the muscles just enough to stand up straight. Try to relax your arms, try to relax your shoulders, and lift the heart as always a little bit, same as when we're sitting down. Like someone is pulling you from the tip of your head all the way up. So you can lengthen all the way through the crown of your head. It makes you feel a little bit lighter as well, because when you focus on the upward energy, then it's a little less heavy on the feet or on the legs. Try to keep your focus inwards. And then we're going to go and focus our attention to the breathing. As always, try to breathe all the way through the belly. So don't use all your belly muscles, because if you push and pull in the lower belly and the lower back, it's very hard to keep the breathing soft and deep. And with every time you breathe out, so every exhalation will ground you a little bit more. So you can feel that sensation of your feet touching the floor, like you're sinking a little bit into the floor when you breathe out. And every time you breathe in, you lengthen all the way through the tip of your head. See if you can feel that movement, the rising and the fall of your breath. Breathe in and lengthen. Breathe out, sinking into the floor with the feet. You don't lose the length, you just feel like your feet have roots. You're very strongly standing on the floor. All the way in and all the way out. The practice by standing meditation is usually to relax the body in an active pose, because if you fully relax, you would fall down. But you can practice to stand up and to relax, especially the hips, the back, the shoulders. Feel how you're standing. Are you still in balance? Is it difficult for you to stand up with your eyes closed? You can play with this. Sometimes you need to bend your knees a little bit more. Sometimes you need to play with your hips a little bit and find the right position. Same goes for the head and the feet. Try to bring the feet forward. If they're very much to the side, sometimes it helps to bring them a little bit more forward. They don't have to be straight forward. Sometimes it's not right for your hip sockets. So don't push yourself. Make standing up a very easy pose for yourself. No struggles. And keep breathing. Slowly in, slowly out. Lengthen and ground. If you feel tension somewhere, you can always wiggle a little bit, or just go there with your awareness to that place of tension and see if you can bring a little bit more space there by breathing in, visualizing more space, more calmness in that part of your body. And breathing out, letting go of tension, let it all sink into the floor. If you want to extend this meditation, as always, just pause the video, continue on your own, good on you. Otherwise, let's take one deep breath in together, one long, relaxing exhalation, and slowly open your eyes again. Well, if you feel the need to just wiggle or shake it off a little bit, it's fine. You can also just take a moment, place your hands on your belly or on your hips, wherever you want, and try to feel what happens during meditation. Sometimes it's like there is a slight afterglow where you can notice things in the body happening, maybe in the breath, maybe in the body, maybe it's just in the mind. It's all good. I'm very curious how it's going. I'm very curious how you guys are doing, how you experience this whole thing. If you're with me from day one, what are you doing? Do you notice anything? Please just let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys!